I'm Kevin. This is my world. This is where I do my work. I live here about 80 hours a week. I spend a lot of time here. I have an apprentice who works with me. I've had this studio for 15 years. I originally built it to just be for me. Since then, I have trained 2 or 3 different apprentices, so now I have it set up for 2 people to work. When it came to Alex, we had a brothership that bonded, that started with his interest in my glass, and it was his passion about it that it was just became logical to show him, because he had that passion, and you can't resist that kind of passion, you know.
I think I actually hung out for about 2 years before I even got to work in the shop. So I did a lot of open mouth watching. You know, I fell in love with Kevin's glass at the Renaissance Festival, and his wife was nice enough to realize there was something there. It introduced us, and a week later, totally freaking hit it off.
Yeah.
What, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, a decade.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Kind of tell people who ask me, you know, well, what do you have to do to learn? How much does it cost? You know, and I tell them you have to kind of be committed to spending a few months turning perfectly good glass into garbage and burning yourself and burning yourself up along the way. And if that doesn't sound appealing to you, this is not for you.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And coming back to what we can learn from each other and stuff, it's like every time I'm stumped on something or whatever else, I can turn 4 feet to my right, and Kevin's there, and 21 years experience under his belt. He probably knows the best way to get something done.
I got to be the class mom when my son, I think, was probably in the 2nd grade, that took a field trip when the Chihuly exhibit came to St. Pete before we actually set up permanently. And I quickly volunteered to be the class mom for that one.
The exhibition has been very well received so far by visitors. People are very excited to see Chihuly back, for those who were here in 2005, 2006, and then some people have never seen Chihuly at Fairchild before, so this is a really new, exciting experience. And of course, all of the pieces here are new to the exhibition, so they have not been shown before. And here, to have it in a tropical botanic garden is so spectacular, because the colors of his glass really complement the colors of what you would find in the tropics. So these beautiful, bright tropical flowers just look so nice against the bright colors of the glass. It really shows how art and nature can meld together so beautifully.
Hold that up for a second. Yes, I like that better. Nice wrinkles too.
The essential difference, they're what's known as traditional glass blowing, where you were taking molten glass out of the heat source and working it for up to a minute out of the heat source, where we're taking solid glass and working it in the flame. So in that sense, it's very different. Both glass, but definitely a different approach.
I was a visitor here in 2005 when Dale Chihuly had his first art exhibition, and I remember being captivated by it. It was just I was so awestruck when I saw it here in person. And now in 2015, to be behind the scenes of it and getting to see visitors here that are coming for the first time and seeing the pieces for the very first time, just like I did back in 2005, really makes this whole experience and this whole job so wonderful, and it's something I'm very proud to be involved in. And what I love about his work is that it really complements nature, and it doesn't take away from it, and it doesn't try to distract from it either. So there's this really wonderful lyricism that his pieces have throughout nature. So the Sapphire Star is one of the most popular pieces that we have here in the garden. It's this beautiful giant star-shaped piece that has such a magnificent color, and we set it in the Bailey Palm Glade, which is one of the most iconic parts of the garden. It really does show that nature and Dale's work go together hand in hand.